ComSport has introduced fees for all events. It's located in the Computech building on the second floor, opposite the financial complex on Bay Street, Kingstown. For more information, call 456-2691. That's 456-2691. ComSport.
For that energy boost drink, feel the drum. Gives you stamina, feel the drum. Feel the drum. Boost up your day, get some energy. When you're home, the action and the hard they go twin. Village Ram is for woman, Village Ram is for man. With that blend of vitamins to make you strong. But Village Rum is not for lambs. No. For that energy boost drink, Village Rum gives you stamina, Village Rum.
Village Rum, not for lambs.
Enjoy KFC's finger-licking good chicken every day with freshly made breakfast served from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. as low as $5.05. Also, take advantage of our daily value menu deals starting at $5.05 and family feast meal deals for the entire family. Don't miss out on our crazy daily promotions. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at KFC St. Vincent to keep in the know. Can't make it to our restaurant? Call us for delivery. Kingstown 485-6555, Arnosville 456-4122. KFC, it's finger licking good.
EC Polymer Notes, cleaner, safer, stronger. Cleaner. EC Polymer Notes are cleaner and more hygienic because they're resistant to dirt, moisture, water, and other liquids. Safer. EC Polymer Notes have advanced security features which make them more difficult to counterfeit. Stronger. Polymer Notes last at least 3 times longer than paper notes.
EC Polymer Notes, cleaner, safer, stronger.
All your money, save some. For a rainy day, yes, save some. Save it down by Geku, run come. Ban Geku, we are safe and sound. At Geku, we put in pay to poverty. You got to join the Geku philosophy. Save until it hurts and you will surely see. Geku will always be there for you and me. So don't spend all your money, save some. For a rainy day, yes, save some. Save it down by Geku, run come. Everybody knows we #1. So let we join Geku today. Let we join Geku. I say, the time is now, people. Oh yeah, Geku will help you in every way. I'm going to Geku.
Me too.
St. Vincent Containers proudly introduces its high-quality bathroom tissue. Furtis, Lilies, Midushi. Manufactured to conform to local, CARICOM and international standards. Tested and certified by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Bureau of Standards. No roll less than 300 sheets. Legitimate sheet and core sizes. Virgin pulp, no recycled. Soft but not lightweight. Professionally produced and packaged. Now available throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Furtis, Lilies, Midushi. Excellent Vincentian products.
Set for Life is back again. Your favorite game. Win house and land. SUV plus 50 grand. 50 and 25 grand. Second and third prize in your hand. Yeah. So play as much as you can. Monthly prizes. Do me one. Set for Life. A brand new house. Set for Life. A brand new car. Set for Life. $10 for a bet. Live your life with no regrets. Set for Life. Did your day done start? Set for Life. December 20th. Set for Life. Check the lotto machine. Get set for 2019. Set for Life. Live all of your...
A pleasant good afternoon to all. You are in tune with BDS Nice Radio, and we are coming to you with the compliments of ECCB Connect as we bring you the final evening of the OECS ECCB International Netball Series from the Arnosville Sports Complex, Kingstown, St. Vincent. And we are welcoming all our listeners locally, our listeners from the US via Fun City Radio, our listeners in Canada on Kankadi and Success Radio, all of those who are following us on our feed Facebook page, and all the other platforms. We are welcoming you to the final evening.
And Roxelle, sorry to intrude, but also viewers of VC3, because VC3, they're carrying our feed this evening as well.
There we go. So welcoming all who are locked on by one way or the other to our broadcast this afternoon into this evening of the final evening of the inaugural OECS ECCB Netball Series.
And would you believe it, this tournament, I don't know if it's a tournament or be it Nice Radio or whatever, something just worked this week in terms of the sport of netball. Whatever it was, you're meeting people on the street, they're stopping you one way or the other, and whether they're giving us commendations or commenting about the games they would have heard.
Well, it's all positive from that end, all positive from the netballing end, and it's great to have the interest redeveloping in netball. We have a match number 19 on its way, match number 19, where we have Dominica coming up against Antigua. Dominica's starting 7 reads as follows: Anna Maria Xavier, she is the goal shooter. Maria Xavier, goal shooter. We have Aaliyah Prince as a goal defense. Jade Powell, the center. I think that's
because that's Powell right in front of you there,
right,
isn't it?
she's indicating that it's now changed. So Omi and Charles is now the center. Omi and Charles, the center. Kayla Winston is the wing attack. Adela Proctor, the wing defense. Lisa J, goal, and Sherma Prince, goalkeeper. Again, for Dominic, we have Xavier as a goal shooter. Prince, that's Aaliyah Prince, a goal defense. Powell has been replaced by Charles as center, so the center now for Dominic is Omi and Charles. Winston, a wing attack. James, the goal attack. Proctor, wing defense, and Sherma Prince, goalkeeper. For Antigua and Barbuda, we have Kizzy Thomas, a goalkeeper. Kizzy Hughes, a center. Rihanna Regis, a goal shooter. Shermaine Parks, a wing attack. Amy Lake, goal attack. Tashana Bloomfield, goal defense. And Sanchez Martin, a wing defense. Again, for Antigua and Barbuda, Thomas, a goalkeeper. Hughes, center. Regis, a goal shooter. Parks, a wing attack. Lake, a goal attack. Bloomfield, goal defense. And Martin, a wing defense. We are into the first quarter action. I'm just going to get an update of the score for you. Justin, you want to take it over a bit?
Yes.
And then we come right back to me.
We really want to thank the one above, the Almighty. Interestingly, the scoreboard is not functioning. We are a bit of a problem here. But it is bright afternoon sunshine here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We love it. It's a Friday, and what a way to celebrate a Friday. The bright, lovely sunshine. It's warm and it's good, and the ladies are still fresh. Yes, a few with niggling injuries, but it has been great international netball series here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The final evening of action, and a lot more is expected, Roxelle.
Yeah, well, it's Dominic on the attack there, but a bad pass by Omi and Charles. She was trying to find James, goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in for Antigua. Score at this point, we have Antigua and Barbuda leading Dominica 4-2. 4-2. I'm getting help here from Williams. Williams, Dominica. These young ladies have been tremendous.
And yes. Really we very much appreciate the response that they've been, also the teams have been given to us.
Definitely.
And you know, I'm sure they would have been telling the people at home, hey, you got to tune into Nice Radio in St. Vincent to get what's happening.
I know that our platform is being followed, and probably the opinion they're wishing this could have lasted a longer period of time. But it's Dominica on the attack. It's with Winston. Winston finds Charles. Charles looks around. She gets it into the circle. Excellent pass into James. James goes up and converts. That was a wonderful piece of play there by Dominica as they move on to 3. Antigua 5, Dominica 3. On the attack is Dominica with Charles at center, lobbing that one into Xavier. She does not get that to Xavier, but it goes out of touch off of Antigua, inbounded by Xavier. She gets it to James. James goes up and converts Dominica's 4th goal. 4-5. Antigua 4, Dominica 4. Antigua is now from Hughes. Parks got it there to back Parks. The wing attack. She gets it to the Hughes to Lake. Lake looks around and she is being awarded a penalty pass or shot. She passes it to Regis on the basket. Under the net, and she scores. It's now 6-4. 6-4 and 6-4. And it's Dominic on the attack. That's Winston finding her goal shooter Xavier. Xavier about midway away from the pole. She passes it to James. It's an infringement against Antigua. James goes up with a penalty shot and converts. Antigua and Barbuda 6, Dominic 5. And this is definitely going to be a tussle here. We're going to have Justin. In this game, the two teams at bottom. We don't want to say bottom of the table. We're not saying bottom of the table in a derogative manner, but somebody has to win and somebody has to lose, right?
That is so true. There's nothing you can do about it. It's a way of life.
So I'm pitting this initial game as bragging rights and rank. Well, obviously for ranking, but obviously going into another competition after this has ended as bragging rights. I beat you last time. I have the hand over you, basically.
So, but the thing is, though, Dominica, there's not a problem with Dominica, even though let's say they finish last, they're still going to get. They're still going to own ranking points.
Yeah, and as we go along, I'm going to give you give our listeners ideas as it relates to the top 10 ranked teams in the world, and the top 5 teams as it relates to ranking for the Caribbean, so to speak.
Okay, what I can tell you, the rankings for World Netball comes out around the summer, and then that's the first one. They do it twice yearly. The other one is around October thereabouts. So
well, the last the updated ranking was done on June 14. The last updated from the International Netball Federation was done on June 14th, which was the day that this competition started.
So this competition would impact the next ranking.
Definitely will.
Please allow me to explain because while I was at home today doing some chores, the decision last evening for St. Vincent to play Dominica for them to get the match
2 evenings ago.
The match quota. For them to get rankings, all come in the spirit of Olympism as well, because this week is Olympic week in St. Vincent. Come Sunday is International Olympic Day.
And Justin, it looks as that's good. Sorry, just to continue that thought, it's a good idea to help your fellow neighbor, so to speak, as we try to get it going.
That's what Olympism is about. That's what the Olympic movement using sport to spread peace and brotherhood and sisterhood and all the like, but we'll come to those things a little later.
Yes, and we're hoping that the crowd could come along. And Justin, I think we're definitely going to have another bumper crowd this evening, because it's just about 5:15, 5:16, and we have a good bit of people here already for this opening game. Individuals could come along, enjoy 2 lovely games of netball, then a closing ceremony, and then you could be off to your chores, Fetland or something like that. Justin, you told me you go to Fetland after?
Me? No, I have a date with my better half.
All right, so that's Antigua going up to 9. 9 Antigua, Dominica 7, and it's a very close first quarter here. It's with Aaliyah Prince. She finds Charles, who goes to James, that is. James looks into the center, into the circle, and with a good pass to Xavier, who converts. It's 8. Antigua and Barbuda 9, Dominica 8, first quarter action of match number number 19 on match day number 7. We are talking about the OECS ECCB International Netball Series. It's with Dominica. That is now Prince. Let me correct that. I think we have Powell in now, Justin.
Powell has now gone in for center.
For Charles. So
okay, so they're doing. This is a final match, so they're doing some. Experimenting, so to speak.
Well, going down as hard as they possibly can is in my opinion. It's with Powell. Powell finds Prince. Prince to Winston. That's a wing attack for Antigua as they mount an attack into the attacking third. Tumbling over there is
that's
Powell. She's up and ready to go again.
Powell is like our Del Plesh.
Yes,
she's
very much so.
She's a tough little lady. She's also of a small stature.
All right, it's all tied here now. 9 apiece, and Antigua losing that one out to Dominica. Good pass over to that's James, who had an attempt to miss, but she rebounded and scored. And Justin, are you hearing the noise?
I am, and I'm pleasantly surprised.
No, we have a appreciative crowd already. The Grenadines are here already. They're not playing this evening, but they're already here. In their neon green tops and green track pants, that is.
Yes.
We have the officials of the team decked in their khaki pants and a yellow top with, I think I see a flower pinned onto the pockets.
And speaking sports and fitness and the like, it looks as if the E.T. Drasher runway is back in operation for the public.
Well, yes, because trade winds may have been completed.
Yes, this morning, the closing exercise.
All right, so Dominica is in the lead. I make it 10-9. Is it 10? Let's see, 11-9. Dominica up here in the first quarter against Antigua and Barbuda. Remember, in the first matchup, in the first round, Antigua defeated Dominica in this game. So it's Dominica's to get back and take control in this second round, but it's with Antigua. We see the wing defense for Antigua. Martin getting it to Parks to Hughes goes into Regis. She does not convert. It's against the goalkeeper for Dominica, who is Prince. Regis goes up and converts. 11-9.
Yes,
Dominica 11, Antigua 9.
Yeah, in round 1, Antigua defeated Dominica 47-36.
Okay, so let's see what happens there. It's out of court, and Antigua is going to get a throw in. It's with Bloomfield. She looks across and finds Lake. Lake trying to get it to Parks. Bounces off of her and goes to Martin. It's now against Antigua, against Regis. She was stepping there, so coming over with it is Dominica. Powell finds Prince. Prince back to Powell. Powell into the circle. Lovely chest pass into the circle to Xavier. Xavier goes up and converts. 12-9, 12-10 it is. Well, I'm getting some corrected scores here. It is 12-11. 12-11. Dominica 12, Antigua 11. As we continue our coverage of the OECS ECCB netball, as Regis goes up and converts, all tied up at this point. Dominica 12, Antigua and Barbuda 12. Dominica center pass. Powell finds Aaliyah Prince, who goes to Winston. Winston bounces that one into Prince, but Winston's going to get a penalty pass. She goes back to Prince, into the circle to Xavier. Xavier takes a step, goes up and converts. Shooting has been quite good this evening so far, and I make it Dominica 13, Antigua 12. Dominica 13, Antigua 12. Center pass, Antigua. It's with Kizzy Hughes. Hughes looks around and finds Lake. Lake going across now to Parks. Parks into the circle, attempted to find Regis. It's against Regis. Dominica's going to come over with it. It's with, I make it Sherma Prince, the goalkeeper. She's going to take the penalty pass. She gets it to Aaliyah Prince. Prince is looking around, find Powell. Powell back to Aaliyah Prince. Prince to Winston. Winston back to Aaliyah Prince. Prince back to Vincent. Vincent now into the attacking third, trying to find Xavier. Doesn't do that, and it's Antigua coming over it. We have a call against Antigua. I make it 13-12, Dominica leading. It's footwork called against the Antiguans there. So coming over with it is Winston. She tried to get that to Xavier. Not a good pass. Picked off by Antigua. Coming over with it is Lake. Lake gets it to Hughes. Hughes finds Parks. Parks back to Lake. Lake to Hughes. Trying to work it around here is Antigua. And we have a penalty pass for Antigua. Getting it to Hughes. Hughes attempts to get it to Regis. Intercepted well by Sherma Prince for Dominica. Dominica really playing well in this first period. It's now with the center, Powell. Powell finds James. James across the circle to Vincent. Back to James. James is attempting a shot. Is not good. Rebounded now by Xavier. Xavier, the goal shooter, goes up and converts for Dominica. 14 Dominica, 12 Antigua. In this, the first quarter of match number 19, as we continue to bring you coverage of the OECS ECCB International Netball Series here at the Arnos Vale Sporting Complex. It's the final seconds of this first quarter. Lake for Antigua. It's done. It's over. That is, the first quarter is finished. Antigua 12, Dominica leading, however, 14-12. As you are in tune with BDS Nice Radio as we go in connection with ECCB Connect on this, the final day of the OECS ECCB International Netball Series here at the Arnos Vale Sports Complex, Kingstown, St. Vincent.
TK Graves and Company is the number one supermarket for 100% intention. Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always stay by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one. TK Graves and Company, and we are Vincent Shines, a supermarket for you and me.
Looking for sporting gear for all sports? Well, there's only one place to shop. ComSport. ComSport supplies gear for cricket, soccer, netball, table and lawn tennis, track and field, and more. ComSport provides brand name soccer shoes, socks, shin guards, balls, slippers, goalkeeper gloves, and many more accessories, plus uniforms, complete with tops, shorts, socks, and numbers. Also in stock, cricket gear, balls, pads, shoes with spikes, batting gloves, netball shoes, balls, and bibs. And to top it off, ComSport has introduced a new line of trophies for all events. It's located in the Computech building on the second floor, opposite the Financial Complex on Bay Street, Kingstown. For more information, call 456-2691. That's 456-2691. ComSport.
For that energy boost drink, feel the drum. Gives you stamina, feel the drum. Feel the drum. Boost up your day, get some energy. With your home, the action and the honey go twin. Village rum is for woman, village rum is for man. With that blend of vitamins to make you strong. But Village Rum is not for lungs. No. For that energy boost drink, Village Rum gives you stamina, Village Rum.
Village Rum, not for lambs.
It's coming, the new family of EC polymer notes.
What is different about these notes?
The feel.
Polymer notes are made from a thin plastic film which makes the notes feel smoother than the paper notes.
The orientation.
The notes have a portrait orientation. You will read the notes from top to bottom instead of left to right as you do with the paper notes.
Unique tactile feature.
The front of each note has raised bumps at the top left-hand corner. These bumps form shapes that are familiar to you.
Holographic foil strip.
This feature is on the $20, $50, and $100. When you tilt the notes, the images and colors in this section will change.
New image on the $50.
The back of the $50 bears the image of former governor of the ECCB, the late Honorable Sir K. Dwight Venner.
New signature.
All the notes bear the signature of the current governor, Timothy N.J. Antwine.
EC polymer notes. Cleaner, safer, stronger.
Oh, yes, we are back here with you at the Arnos Sporting Complex, Kingston, St. Vincent, as we complete our coverage of the OECS ECCB International Netball Series in connection with the ECCB Connect. We are into quarter number two. Quarter number two just about to start between Dominica and Antigua. Quarter number one ended with Dominica leading 14-12. The stats of that quarter. So Anna Maria Xavier, she the goal shooter for Dominica, scoring 7 of her 9 attempts. That was the same number. Those were the same numbers for Lisa James, the goal attack. She scored 7 of 9 attempts for Dominica, summing up as 14 good conversions. For Antigua, the goal shooter, who is Rihanna Regis, she had 14 attempts and converted 11, while Amy Lake, the goal attack, had 1 attempt and it was good. So 14-12 was the score at the end of the first quarter, and we are continuing our coverage here at the Arnos Sports Complex. We are now seeing Dominica on the attack. A good ball, chest pass into Xavier. Xavier bounce past it back out to Powell, and it goes out of touch off of Antigua. Let's see what's the call. Was it an infringement? No, it's going to be, yes, it was an infringement against Antigua. Xavier goes up and makes it 15. Dominica 15, Antigua 12. Dominica 15, Antigua 12. Center pass, Dominica. It's with Alia Prince. Finds Winston. Winston back to Alia Prince. She now finds the wing defense, who is Proctor. Proctor gets it to Xavier, who goes back out of the circle to Winston. It's against the goalkeeper for Dominica. Penalty pass or shot. Xavier goes up and makes it 16. Dominica 16, Antigua and Barbuda 12. 16-12. Hughes looks inside. Finds Lake. Lake to Parks. This is Antigua in the attacking third. In a good position is Regis. She collects, goes up, goes around the rim, comes back out. She rebounds well and converts number 13. Dominica 16, Antigua 13, center pass Dominica. It's with Powell. She finds Alia Prince, who goes across to James, the goal attack, who's out of the circle. Excellent pass, good collection by Winston, who finds Xavier with an equally excellent pass, and Xavier does yeoman service there for some good work from Dominica, bringing that one down to score Dominica's 17 goal. 17 Dominica, Antigua and Barbuda 13, but it's Antigua with Regis now on the attack. In the attacking third, she goes up and converts number 14. Dominica 17, Antigua and Barbuda 14. It's Powell. Powell has it for Antigua on the center pass. A bad pass there. We had Proctor not in position, and it goes out of touch. Let's see if Antigua could make good of this turnover. It's out of touch. I make it the goal attack, who is James for Dominica. It's going to be inbounded by Martin for Antigua. She looks around. It's against infringement against Dominica, so Martin gets another attempt. She gets it to Hughes, Kizzy Hughes, who tries to find Lake, picked off by Proctor. It's with Alia Prince. Alia Prince for Dominica gets it to Winston. Winston to Proctor. Proctor to Alia Prince. Alia Prince, good pass. A good pass into the circle, just under the rim to James. She cannot convert, and it's against James. Antigua is going to come away with it. It's with the goalkeeper, who is Kizzy Thomas. She gets a penalty pass. She finds Hughes. Hughes looks around, trying to find someone. Again, it's against the goal shooter now for Dominica. Penalty pass taken by Bloomfield for Antigua. She gets the return pass from Hughes, who finds that's Parks. Parks to Hughes. Hughes into Regis. Midway away from the rim, she goes up and converts. A good shot taken there by Antigua and Barbuda's goal shooter. That's Regis, and Dominica leads 17-15. Center pass Antigua. It's with Hughes. We have infringement against Antigua. It's with the goal defense. Now for Dominica. It's with Prince. Prince finds Winston. Winston into Xavier. Xavier bounce passes it back out to Winston. Winston attempted to get it to James. She does eventually. James is being awarded a penalty pass or shot. She leaves it for Xavier. Xavier positions herself and goes up and converts. Dominica 18, Antigua and Barbuda 15. Dominica 18, Antigua and Barbuda 15. It's Dominica again on the attack. Away to James. James bunks passes that one to Xavier, who could not hold on, and it's going to be an inbound pass for Antigua. Kizzy Thomas has it. She finds Kizzy Hughes. Back to Thomas. Thomas goes across the Lake. Lake looking around and finds Bloomfield. Bloomfield across the middle of the court to Hughes. Put out of touch by Powell for Dominica. We now have it is I make it Parks. Parks gets it to Lake in midway to the hoop. She gets a good pass over to Regis, who makes it 16 for Antigua. Dominica 18, Antigua and Barbuda 16. As we continue this first game this evening on our final day of coverage, match number 19, match day number 7 of this tournament, the OECS ECCB International Netball Series, being held right here at the Arnos Sports Complex, Kingstown, St. Vincent. Regis goes up with a penalty shot and converts. She makes the deficit only 1. Now it's Dominica 18, Antigua and Barbuda 17. Dominica with a center pass, but it's against Hughes for Antigua, that is. Proctor leaves it for Winston. Winston gets it to Xavier. Xavier bunks passes it back out to Proctor. She gets a return pass. That is Xavier. She goes up and converts. Dominica 19, Antigua and Barbuda 17. Kizzy Hughes gets it to Parks. Antigua into the attacking third now with Lake. Lake back over to Parks. Parks trying to find Regis, who collects on a second attempt, goes up and converts. A good piece of work there by Antigua as they move up to 18. 19-18. Dominica 19, Antigua and Barbuda 18. It's with Prince and Dominica on the attack. Back to Prince from Winston. Winston finds Proctor. Proctor to goal attack James. James lobbing that one. It's a little too high, a little too hard, goes out of touch, and Dominica would lose possession. Antigua would get an inbound pass.
With that one away, the big question wasn't when is the next tournament, because that's the question on people's tongue.
Well, the organizers will have to get that sorted, and
next year under 16.
The next general tournament. Oh yes,
yes.
I was thinking that I was told that there's a under 16 tournament in April.
Okay. Well, but the appetite is there, Roxelle, and all kudos to management of Nice Radio to see foresight and getting ECCB on board. And we got people to like the sport of netball.
Well, it's about the desire that's there for quality sport justing and quality sport broadcasting, if I may add that as well.
Thank you so much.
All right, so there we go. It's now 20-18. Dominica 20, Antigua and Barbuda 18. Antigua on the attack. It is Martin finding Hughes. Hughes trying to find Regis. It comes off, intercepted by Dominica, and they come over with it. Alia Prince gets it from Proctor. She is called for stepping, and so Bloomfield gets it for Antigua. She is taking the penalty pass now. Finds the wing attack, Parks. Parks looks around. She is getting, no, that is Parks. She's getting a penalty pass. She goes to Hughes. Hughes gets it to Lake. Lake goes up with a good shot, mid-range shot, so to speak, and Dominica goes to, Antigua goes to 19, 20, Dominica.
Lake would be my most improved player of the tournament.
During the tournament, from the start to the end.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes. You judge from the time you start to the time to when the tournament ends.
Okay, so
at least she would be one of the players in consideration.
Okay, understood. She's a quiet person. She seemed to be quite quiet and does her job nonchalantly, but does it effectively.
Somebody like a Messi. Sometimes you don't realize he's on the field, but he gets into action very quickly.
You don't realize Messi on the field? You're serious?
No, sometimes you don't see him really making moves, but then when he makes his move, it's lethal.
Justin, there was an upset in the ICC World Cup today. Sri Lanka defeated the host England.
Yes,
I think Sri Lanka made 240 something, and England were dismissed for 212 or something to that effect. Yep.
That's what competition would do.
And I think that allows the West Indies a further opportunity to still get back in. In my opinion, we would have to get more information on that.
Well, we're on netball, and the reason too is that to let the rest of St. Vincent know you want more netball. World netball is coming up also in England.
Yes, definitely. So it is now with Dominica. They are gonna get an inbound pass, but the umpire is awarding a penalty pass to Antigua for an infringement in the circle. That was the attacking third for Dominica. So it's Antigua coming with it. It's Parks. She gets a penalty pass. She leaves it for Bloomfield, who goes over to Hughes. Hughes looks inside, gets it to Lake, who is outside of the circle. She is lobbing a good pass into Regis. Regis cannot collect, and it is a penalty pass for Sherma Prince for Dominica. She gets it to Aaliyah Prince. But she gets it to Proctor, but there's a contact called against Antigua. So it's Aaliyah Prince finds Powell. Powell back to Aaliyah Prince. Aaliyah Prince finds Proctor. Proctor looks across, finds Winston. Winston is getting it to Xavier. Xavier, who is out of the circle, lobs that one over to James, who collects and goes up with a shot. It's not good. Collected by Xavier. Xavier makes an attempt to shoot. She does now and converts the 22nd goal for Dominica. Dominica 22, Antigua and Barbuda 19. Powell finds the Prince. Prince to Winston. Winston lobbing that one to Xavier. Not a good pass, and it seems like there is a call against the Dominican, out of court it is. So Dominica comes away with it. They are going to inbound it. That's Xavier. Xavier finding Powell. Powell to James. James gets it back to Powell, and it bounces back off of Powell and picked up by Xavier, who converts the 23rd goal for Dominica.
You know, Axel, I don't think I've ever seen Xavier being frustrated or flustered, as we say here. She's so cool, calm, and collective no matter what.
There was one game where it was not actually sticking for her, where we keep bouncing off and her movement was not the best. And I think most of the players just have had that game, some more visible than others because of the package that they had to be in here all week. But that's the nature of our bodies. Sometimes it tells us, listen, your mind is telling us you want to do this, but your body is telling you, listen, it's time for me not to do this.
It's like today was an Energizer Bunny, just doing a whole lot of stuff.
Well, I guess that's how it goes. You probably got enough rest after a long week. But it's Antigua with it. It's Lake. Lake looking around, finding Parks. Back to Lake. Lake goes up with a shot and converts. The shooting has been pretty good this evening so far, Justin. And Dominica is leading in the second quarter of match number 19, 23-20. It's a Dominica center pass. Winston the wing attack, trying to find Powell. It's an infringement against Dominica. Who's coming over with it? It's Aaliyah Prince. Aaliyah Prince finds the center for Dominica. That's Powell. Powell to Xavier. Xavier leaves it for Winston. Winston gets it back to Xavier. Xavier converts. 24-20. 24-20. Dominica leading Antigua here. Antigua on the center pass. That's Hughes finding Lake. Lake to Parks. Parks looks around, gets it into Regis, who collects after being infringed. She's going to get a penalty pass or shot. I'm sure she's going to go up with a shot. She does and does not convert. She gets a second penalty shot, and this time she goes up and makes it good. 24-21. 24-21. Dominica's center pass. Powell finding Prince. Aaliyah Prince, that is. She goes across to Winston. Winston looks into the circle. Finds Xavier. Xavier goes up and converts. 25-21. Dominica 25. Antigua 21. As we are getting to the latter stages of quarter number 2.
Yes, and this is sounding really good in the sense that even though these two teams may be considered at the lower end, they're still having a contest
Well, that's how it should be. We don't give up. We work, we play as hard, and we work as hard as we can. It's about national pride. It's about ranking. It's about the Caribbean region looking good generally. So it is now with Antigua. They're going to get a penalty pass. I have the photographer here, Simo, has been doing some excellent work. I must commend him on air because I'm looking at the pictures on the ECCB site, and the quality is just out of this world.
Yes, and so much you cannot miss anything.
Well, you should not miss anything because we're bringing you live coverage on the BDS Nice Radio of this, the event being hosted, international event, yes, OECS ECCB International Netball Series. Antigua on the attack. Lake gets a penalty pass. She leaves it for Martin, the wing defense for Antigua, who gets it now to Parks, a wing attack. Parks looks inside, finds Lake. It's against the goal defense for Dominica. It's going to be a penalty pass or shot, but for Lake, the goal attack, she goes across, lobs it over to Regis. Regis is awarded a penalty pass or shot. She goes up, doesn't convert, rebounds, makes another attempt, and now converts.
Yes, it's
25-23. Dominica, go ahead. Go ahead, Justin.
ECCB being part of the socio-economic landscape of the OECS, and they've also upgraded. This tournament being upgraded to an international status event, and they're upgrading their banknotes as well. The 50 should be in circulation anytime this month.
Okay, so
the polymer notes.
Yes,
that we're referring to.
And we would love to see the upgrade in the technology as it relates to netball as well.
Well,
that's not the ECCB job, but you know.
No, it is the administrators of the sport in the Caribbean. That's their job.
Good.
And, and should they approach ECCB maybe for a little bit more funding? Why not?
Okay, well, it's 25-24. Dominica 25, Antigua 24. Antigua has cut the deficit a bit, and they're in striking range, so to speak, as we see Dominica Monks in an attack. It's with James, who goes up with a shot, goes around the rim, then it goes down. Dominica 26, Antigua and Barbuda 24. Center pass Antigua. Hughes finding Lake. The goal attack for Lake. She goes across court to Parks. Parks into the circle with a good pass, but tipped off there by that was not collected by Regis, so coming away with it is Dominica. It's with Powell. Powell finds Proctor back to Powell. Powell looks around and finds the goal attack. James back to Powell. Powell is going across the circle to Winston. Winston, a lovely pass into James, who tried a shot as she was going out of bounds, but was not good. It was not good, that is, and it's coming away with it is Antigua. Antigua with Bloomfield. Bloomfield to Parks. Parks to... That is Lake. Lake to Hughes, the center, trying to find Regis. Not a good pass, and it looks as if it is coming off of Dominica. An infringement in the circle against Dominica. So Regis, the goal shooter for Antigua, she goes up and converts. 26-25. The score here in match number 19, our first of the two matches we have on day 7, the final day of our activities here at the Arnos Sports Council, Arnos Sports Complex. That is under the auspices of the National Sports Council, as we continue to bring you OECS ECCB International Netball Series. Dominica has just converted their 27th goal. It's 27-25. Parks gets it from Lake. Lake over Parks over to Regis. Cannot control. It bubbles out to Hughes. Hughes gets it to Lake. Lake to Parks. Parks to Hughes. Hughes into the circle to Lake. Lake goes up, doesn't convert. Rebounded by Regis, who was tumbling out of bounds. She put that one up, and it was good. Wonderful action here. Justin Douglas, and the crowd is getting into it. Dominica 27, Antigua 26, and we are close to the end of the quarter. It's Antigua trying to see if they can tie it all up, but no, it's done. That's the end of the second quarter. And Justin, believe you me, these two teams are going hard. They're going hard at each other as they continue to try and get rankings and bragging rights.
This is so great, and then too, what is heartwarming is to hear the support for these two teams, maybe considered at the lower end, but the competition, we can clearly say from start to finish, the competition has been very, very intense.
Definitely, and it's good to hear the crowd, as you said, and the crowd were all off their feet while Regis was on her bum, so to speak, and shooting that one. It was really, really good work just now.
Well, I don't know, at the beginning, we had, ECCB had a man on the ground. I hope for the conclusion this evening, they would also have yes, there's a regional office here in St. Vincent, but someone directly from St. Kitts came down from the head office, came down to be at the opening. I hope they would find they would have found it necessary to bring someone back for the closing.
Okay, well, we are going to get some commercials now as we continue to bring you live coverage of the OECS ECCB International Netball Series. We are here at the Arnos vs Sports Complex, Kingstown, St. Vincent, and you are connected with ECCB Connect and BDS Nice Radio, St. Vincent.
Enjoy KFC's finger-licking good chicken every day with freshly made breakfast served from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. as low as $5.05. Also, take advantage of our daily value menu deals starting at $5.05 and family feast meal deals for the entire family. Don't miss out on our crazy daily promotions. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at KFC St. Vincent to keep in the know. Can't make it to our restaurant? Call us for delivery. Kingstown 485-6555, Arnesville 456-4122. KFC, it's finger licking good.
All your money, save some for a rainy day. Yes, save some. Save it down by Geku, run come, ban Geku, we are safe and sound. At Geku we put in pay to poverty. You got to join the Geku philosophy. Save until it hurts and you will surely see. Geku will always be there for you and me. So don't spend all your money, save some. For a rainy day, yes, save some. Save it down by Geku, run come. Everybody knows we number one. So let we join Geku today. Let we join Geku. I say the time is now, people. Oh yeah, Geku will help you in every way. I'm going to Geku.
Me too.
St. Vincent Containers proudly introduces its high-quality bathroom tissue. Furtis, Lilies, Midushi. Manufactured to conform to local, CARICOM and international standards. Tested and certified by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Bureau of Standards. No roll less than 300 sheets. Legitimate sheet and core sizes. Virgin pulp, no recycled. Soft but not lightweight. Professionally produced and packaged. Now available throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Furtis, Lilies, Midushi. Excellent Vincentian products.
Search for Life is back again. Your favorite game. Win house and land. SUV plus 50 grand. 50 and 25 grand. Second and third prize in your hand. Yeah. So play as much as you can. Monthly prizes. Do me one. Set for life. A brand new house. Set for life. A brand new car. Set for life. $10 for a bet. Live your life with no regrets. Set for life. Did your day done set for life. December 28th. Set for life. Check the lotto machine. Get set for 2019. Set for life. Live all of your dreams. Be a winner, turn your own keys. Set for life.
And now with ice-cold local juices to go with our rich and tasty authentic Vincentian meals made affordable, it's the award-winning Phoenix Kitchen, open 7 days with extended hours on Friday and Saturday. Juices include Marby, lemon lime, passion fruit, bell apple, golden apple, cherry, mango, Marby, linseed, carrot, beetroot, fruit punch, and sea moss. For further information, call 455-1280. That's right, a bigger meal awaits you now with fresh, cold local juices. Phoenix Kitchen, Let the Phoenix arise in you.
This summer stage is a must. 584 Alabama Avenue. Listen out for the next date for summer stage.
Today, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tomorrow, the Caribbean. Nice radio. 90.3, 101.3, 96.7 FM.
Yes, we are back here at the Arnos Vale Sports Complex. BDS Nice Radio St. Vincent in connection with ECCB Connect. We are bringing you live coverage of day number 7, and we have match number 19 and 20 for you. Match number 19 between Dominica and Antigua is in progress. Just completed the second quarter. The second quarter stats read Anna Maria Xavier from Dominica. She had 10 attempts and converted all 10. Lisa James, she had 6 attempts and converted 3. That is Xavier 10 of 10 and James 3 of 6 for the second quarter stats for Dominica. While Antigua, Rihanna Regis had 14 attempts and she scored 12, while Amy Lake scored 2 of her 3 attempts for Antigua. The halftime score, second quarter just ended. Dominica 27, Antigua 26. At the end of the first quarter, Dominica led 14-12, so it's still very, very close here. For those of you listening, and you may be wondering the importance of this competition, ranking is very important. We have 3 teams that were not ranked, Dominica, Antigua, and St. Lucia. In the case of Dominica and Antigua, they needed to play all 8 games to get back on the international rankings. St. Lucia needed, I don't think they needed all 8, but they needed a number of the games here to be ranked. They would be ranked when the International Netball Federation ranking comes out the next time round. As of June the 14th, however, June 14th, 2019, the last ranking that came out, the top 4, well, let me give you the top 6 Caribbean teams. The top 6 Caribbean teams as ranked via the International Netball Federation is as follows. Jamaica, they are the top ranked Caribbean team. They are number 3 in the world. They are number 3 in the world. Trinidad and Tobago, the second. Grenada, 4th. They are 4th for the Caribbean. They are ranked 21st in the world. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, as of June 14th, they were 5th in the Caribbean. They are ranked 23 in the world. And Bermuda, Caribbean, I'll give you the top 10 ranked teams in the world when we get another break. But it is action here. Action here in the ECCB sponsored OECS International Netball Series. We are in quarter number 3 as Dominica take on Antigua in match number 19. We are seeing a third quarter action. The crowd is building up really, really, really nicely already, and we are asking all the others on their way. I know the traffic out of Kingstown on a Friday afternoon is normally a little hectic, but I know you're on your way, and we are asking you, make your way down here. Don't go home yet. Come down, take in about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours of the activity, then go home and have your evening and weekend rest after a long week at work. But we are going to see some action now. We're going to bring you some more action. It's Martin getting that into the goal defense for Antigua. I think I make it Reefer to Lake. Lake goes up, doesn't convert. It's against Dominica, and so Regis gets a penalty pass, and that is I'm seeing the score changed there. The scorer just changed for Dominica, but it was Antigua who converted. According to the scoreboard, Dominica 28, Antigua 27. We'll get that clarified for you. But it's Dominica in the attack with Vincent. Vincent bounce pass it into Xavier. Xavier made 4 or 5 attempts to get that one, and she did not control it against Xavier eventually, and it's now with Thomas. Thomas finds Martin. Dominica in the attack to Patara Davis. Davis back to Martin. Martin to Parks. Parks looks around trying to find Patara Davis. It goes out of court off of Dominica. Antigua gets an inbound pass. Martin finds Parks to Reefer to Lake to Davis back to Lake does not convert, but Regis does well, and Antigua goes to 29. I make it 29-28. Make it 29-28. The scorer is trying to get clarification. The scorer is trying to get clarification of the score. So we are just making sure that it's correct there. So we have Antigua with Thomas. Thomas finds Martin. Martin trying to get that one into Patara Davis, the center for Antigua, but it goes out of touch. And Antigua has regained the lead. Antigua is actually leading 29-27. It's now with Antigua penalty pass. We have Dominica, that is now. It was against Antigua, so it's a reversed decision there. We have center Powell trying to find James, comes off of James, and Antigua is going to come away with it. A bit of scrappy play, so to speak, in this first minute and a half, 2 minutes for Dominica as they try to reestablish the composure that they had in the first quarter. It's now with let's see, it's Winston. Looks like Winston for Dominica. She is trying to find James in the circle. She does. It's against Antigua. James is going to get a penalty pass or shot. She goes up, misses. Xavier rebounds, however, and makes it 28. Antigua and Barbuda 29, Dominica 28. It's with Patara Davis. Center pass for Antigua. It's against a goal attack for Antigua. Coming away with it is Powell. Powell gets it to James, who's out of the circle. Goal attack for Dominica. She bounce passes it to Powell, but it's infringement in the circle. Xavier goes up with a mid-range shot, misses. It comes out of the circle to Winston. Winston goes back into James, who converts. It's all tied again. 29-29. Dominica 29, Antigua and Barbuda 29. Powell has a center pass for Dominica. Gets it to Prince. Prince to James. James back to Powell. She looks inside, finds Winston. Winston into the circle. It's against the goal defense for Antigua. Going to be a penalty pass for Dominica. That was taken by Winston. She finds James. James goes up and gives Dominica the lead once again. 30 Dominica, Antigua 29. It looks as if there's a timeout. Goal attack James. She is in a bit of pain and she is coming off. So we have it's going to be a substitution. Winston is going to take the goal attack bib. Winston takes a goal attack bib, while Omi and Charles is going to go back in as a wing attack Justin.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good. And, you're seeing most of the changes we've seen, you don't see a straight swap. You tend to see someone else passing over the bib. And let me say, those persons who are accustomed to the traditional netball bib, where you have to take off and tie. No, these are things with Velcro. Yeah, you just pull it off, stick it back on, and you're ready to go. Again, Roxel, it comes to what we're saying, keeping up with the times, keeping up with technology. Yes,
multidimensional athletes, however, that means that they are well faceted. They can play any position, and we have seen that throughout the tournament with a number of the players, and that offers well, because you don't really want to go in a competition with 3 shooters. You get 2 injured, and you wonder what you're going to do thereafter.
It comes back to what we've been saying: sports and entertainment. Sports is what should we say? Maybe 65-35 about 65 sports and 35 entertainment. How would you put it?
Well, Justin, you first of all, for me, as personally in my involvement in sport, I have to enjoy what I'm doing.
Okay.
So if I'm enjoying, I'm going to be entertaining.
Okay,
so,
right.
So I don't even know how the percentage would go there, because I have to love what I'm doing, and once I'm loving, I'm entertaining you as we go ahead.
All right. So, and again, as we come to an end, we have to say a real big thank you to everyone who have been giving us so much positive feedback, and we're quite happy that what we've been delivering has been accepted with such for example, the netball. Could you imagine the feedback that we're getting? Had it been football, I mean, you could understand, but hey, international netball in St. Vincent, and it's greeted with open arms.
Well, Justin, I, if I may say, I could be subject to correction. The listeners may have a different view, but I think our Vincentian public are yearning, have been yearning, and are yearning for
something
quality,
yes,
quality product as it pertains to sport, and this has been some excellent netball over the last week.
So Lake goes up there, but she doesn't convert, and Regis tries and still failed to convert. It's Dominica 31 and Antigua 30. It's a close game in this picture.
Good, so it's Powell. Powell with getting that one to their goal attack, who is Winston now. She gets it over to Xavier, and Xavier converts. Dominica extends their lead to 32. Dominica 32, Antigua and Barbuda 30, and we are in the third quarter action of match number 19. And goal attack, Winston gets it from Charles. Charles back, Winston back to Powell. Powell into Xavier. Xavier converts 33. 33-30, Dominica 33, Antigua and Barbuda 30. Antigua with the center pass, a long, lovely pass from Parks into Regis. She collects and converts. 33-31, Antigua and Barbuda battling out here with Dominica, and this is good to see as we come down to the very final day of competition. It's against Dominica, so Antigua is going to get a chance to cut that deficit even further if they can capitalize, and not a good pass, but coming over with it is Powell for Dominica. Gets it to Charles. Charles into the circle to Xavier, who makes one large step and converts. 34-31, Dominica 34, Antigua and Barbuda 31. Patara Davis has the center pass for Antigua. It's against Parks for Antigua. Some turnovers here for Antigua, and Dominica trying to capitalize. We have it with Prince. Prince, Proctor that is, finds Powell. Powell to Charles. Charles gets it into Xavier, who goes back out to Powell. Powell back into Xavier, who converts. 35-31. Dominica leading Antigua and Barbuda here. Dominica center pass. Powell finds Charles. The wing attack goes to Prince. A goal defense. Back to Charles. Trying to find Patara. Trying to find Powell. Patara Davis intercepts for Antigua, and it's going to be a penalty pass for Antigua. Taken by Martin. Finding Reefa. I make it. Reefa cannot collect that because she was not in control initially. Tried to regain control, and that's one of the peculiar laws of netball. Justin, replay cannot take it again. Well, I'm not even sure. That's the one I'm not very sure of what is actually called. But Dominica went up and converted their 36 goal. Dominica 36, Antigua and Barbuda 31. Dominica trying to pull away here in the third quarter. Martin has it for Antigua, however. It's with Parks. Parks looks around, gets it to Regis. Regis very close to the net. She goes up and converts. 36-32. Dominica 36, Antigua and Barbuda 32. It's with Dominica, center pass. We are gonna get a penalty pass here. Taken by Prince. Prince finds Charles. Charles to Powell. Powell back to Charles. The wing attack now for Dominica. Trying to get it to Xavier. Xavier kept that one in play, but it's coming away with it. It's Antigua. It's with Reefa. Reefa trying to get Davis, but it rebounds over to Martin. Martin finds Lake. Lake to Parks. Parks looking and trying to find Regis, but there's an obstruction call against Dominica. Dominica's defense has stepped up a notch here as Antigua has to make numerous passes before they can actually get into their attacking third or the circle. It's now with Parks for Antigua. She is going to inbound. She looks around and gets it to Patara Davis. It's against Patara Davis, and it's going to be a penalty pass for Dominica. Sherman Prince gets it to Proctor. Proctor is, well, it's against Dominica. It's now against Charles, so it's Antigua coming away with it. Martin finds Lake. Lake back to Martin. Martin looks around, gets it back to Lake. Lake looking a little lethargic now. Gets a pass in to Regis, who converts. 36 Dominica. 33 Antigua. Antigua sent the pass. Patara Davis to Regis. To Parks, trying to find Regis. Too long. And Dominica comes away with an inbound pass. Sherman Prince finds her namesake, Aaliyah Prince, who gets it to Umi and Charles, trying to find Powell. Powell is struck in the face. It seems just under the
that's
chin.
Not Powell. That's not Powell, Roxelle.
Proctor, sorry. Proctor, yes. The stature of them at the back is quite similar.
All right,
yes.
all right. But
and the hairstyle almost the same.
Maybe, but Powell is a lot more bushy.
Well, yes, correct. Yes, correct. Yes. We have Dominica is actually on the charge now. Winston gets a good pass in to Xavier, and she converts. I make it 37-33. 37-33. This is power.
Roxelle, you know, you and I, we've been in all kind of situation, being involved in sports. This tournament coming to an end this evening, and already there's an emptiness that is creeping in.
I'll tell you honestly, I'm not gonna comment on that because I'm gonna be going on vacation in a week's time, and I can't wait for that.
Great for you.
I think I need that. I've been going all year round. I have enjoyed this tournament thoroughly. That goes without saying.
Right.
But you know, there's a time when it's time for you to take your rest.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
It's with Reefer to Davis. Davis finds Parks. Parks into Lake. Lake gets a good pass. Attempted to get that into Regis, but Sherman Prince doing good work in the defensive third half for Dominica this evening. Really, really, really good. It goes out of touch. It's now with Parks finding or attempting to find Lake. It comes off of Dominica, and they are getting ahead here now. It's now with Winston. Winston bounce passes it to Powell. Powell a good lob over to the goal shooter Xavier. Xavier goes up, does not make it good. She has a second attempt now and converts. 38-33. 38-33. These two teams played this morning, and they're going at it really, really hard this afternoon as well. Excellent pass by Parks into Regis. Regis collects and converts. 38-34. 38-34. Powell for Dominica with the center pass. Finds Proctor. Proctor over to Powell. Powell back to Vincent. Vincent to Charles. Charles into the circle now to Xavier. Xavier goes back out. It's against Dominica. It's against Antigua. Going up with it now is Xavier, who converts. I make it 39-34.
39-34, that's the score.
It's a center pass.
And it looks as if the quarter is coming to an end.
34. Well, not yet. The timer was probably on another errand.
You're looking at the wrong official. Sorry.
Right, yes, so we are now with Powell. Powell finding Proctor. Proctor back to Powell, who's finding Aaliyah Prince. Prince to Powell. To Proctor, that is. Powell is in French, so she gets a pass. She gets it to Winston, back to Powell. Powell over to Xavier, put out of touch by Antigua. Timeout called. It's going to be an inbound pass for Dominica. It's with Winston, the goal attack. She looks around and finds Charles. Charles gets a bounce pass in to that's Winston, who converts. It's 40. Dominica with a 6-goal lead, getting very close to the end. Well, that's the end of quarter number 3. Dominica 6 goals up, 40-34. You're in tune to BDS Nice via ECCB Connect as we continue our coverage of the OECS ECCB International Netball Series here at the Arnosville Netball Complex, Kingstown, St. Vincent.
TK Grace and Company is the number one supermarket for 100% intention. The Intention Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always save by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one. TK Grace and Company, and we are Vincent Shines, a supermarket for you and me.
more sporting gear for all sports? Well, there's only one place to shop. ComSport. ComSport supplies gear for cricket, soccer, netball, table and lawn tennis, track and field, and more. ComSport provides brand name soccer shoes, socks, shin guards, balls, slippers, goalkeeper gloves, and many more accessories. Plus uniforms, complete with tops, shorts, socks, and numbers. Also in stock, cricket gear, balls, pads, shoes with spikes, batting gloves, netball shoes, balls, and bibs. And to top it off, ComSport has introduced a new line of trophies for all events. It's located in the Computech building on the second floor, opposite the financial complex on Bay Street, Kingstown. For more information, call 456-2691. That's 456-2691. ComSport.
For that energy boost drink, feel the drum. Gives you stamina, feel the drum. Boost up your day, get some energy. With your home, the extract and the honey goat win. Feel the drum is for woman, feel the drum is for man. With that blend of vitamins to make you strong. But Village Rum is not for lambs. No. For that energy boost drink, Village Rum gives you stamina, Village Rum.
Village Ram, not for lambs.
It's coming, the new family of EC polymer notes.
What is different about these notes?
The feel.
Polymer notes are made from a thin plastic film which makes the notes feel smoother than the paper notes.
The orientation.
The notes have a portrait orientation. You will read the notes from top to bottom instead of left to right as you do with the paper notes.
Unique tactile feature.
The front of each note has raised bumps at the top left-hand corner. These bumps form shapes that are familiar to you.
Holographic foil strip.
This feature is on the $20, $50, and $100. When you tilt the notes, the images and colors in this section will change.
New image on the $50.
The back of the $50 bears the image of former governor of the ECCB, the late Honorable Sir K. Dwight Venner.
New signature.
All the notes bear the signature of the current governor, Timothy N.J. Antwine.
EC polymer notes. Cleaner, safer, stronger.
Enjoy KFC.
Today, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tomorrow, the Caribbean. Nice Radio. 90.3, 101.3, 96.7 FM. Today, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tomorrow, the Caribbean. Nice Radio. 90.3, 101.3, 96.7 FM.
All right, we are back here at the Arnos Sporting Complex as we bring you live coverage of the OECS ECCB International Netball Series, and we are into the final quarter of match number 19, the penultimate match of this year's inaugural OECS ECCB International Netball Series, and you are coming, you are getting it live here on BDS Nice Radio, ECCB Connect, and all the other platforms and all the other agencies that are carrying our broadcast. It's now with Dominica. They are actually leading going into this last 15 minutes. Dominica 40, Antigua 38. It's with Dominica. We see Vincent finding Proctor back to Vincent getting it to Powell. Powell is getting it to, well, she's being awarded a penalty pass. She gets it, a good pass from Powell in to Xavier, who converts 41-34. Dominica 41, Antigua and Barbuda 34. We are now with Antigua. It's against Dominica, and Reefer takes the penalty pass. She gets it to Parks. Parks over to Regis. It's against the wing defense for Dominica. So it's with Parks. Parks trying to find Davis. Parks has actually retake it, and she gets it to Davis this time. Davis trying to find Lake. Let's see who has committed the foul here. It's against a goal defense for Dominica. Lake gets a penalty pass or shot. She goes up with a shot, and it doesn't go down. Coming away with it is Dominica. Powell is trying to get that one from Winston. A contact against Patara Davis. It's now with Proctor. Proctor to Powell. Powell back to Aliyah Prince. Finding Proctor. Proctor looks inside. Bounce pass it to Prince. Prince feints and gets it to Powell, whose pass to Xavier was too hard. Goes out of touch. And it's now with Reefer.
So, Raxel, I'm back. Of course, persons may realize that I'm in and out because the other sporting issues I have to be paying attention to as well.
Okay.
Yes. This is looking interesting, Roxelle. Very, very interesting indeed.
Yes, this game is gonna. I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over. I know the lead is 7, but I'm sure Antigua is gonna try to cut it and get as close as possible, if not try to win it.
It is now 6:17, and I can tell you just maybe 6:20 about is it time for DBS Sports in Dominica. And they may very well be keeping an ear as to what's happening in St. Vincent to give the Dominican public an idea that, hey, our national team may very well at least win one match in St. Vincent.
Yes, and it's now with Charles. Charles finds Powell. Powell to Winston. Winston back to Charles, but really well taken away there. Good work by Bloomfield. She finds Patara Davis, who now finds Lake. Back to Davis. Davis to Park, and Parks. Antigua on the attack. Parks attempted to get that to Xavier. Good work by Sherman Prince for Dominica. They are coming with it. It's now with Charles. Charles finds Winston. Winston looks inside, finds Powell. Powell is called for stepping,
yes.
And it's now with Reefer. Reefer gets a penalty pass for Antigua, finds Bloomfield. Bloomfield to Parks. Parks is going across to Lake. Lake to Parks. Parks back into the circle to Regis, and Antigua moves to 35.
Tell me though, Roxelle, that umpire next to you, that's not, is that Coburn?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
All right, so we are with Dominica. Dominica center pass, infringement against Bloomfield for Antigua. Coming away with it is Aliyah Prince. Aliyah Prince gets it to Charles. Charles, a good pass into Xavier, the goal shooter for Dominica, who converts the 42nd goal for Dominica. Dominica 42, Antigua 35. It's with Antigua, however. They are now at the center pass, being awarded a penalty pass. It's with their wing defense, Bloomfield. Bloomfield finds the center, Patara Davis, who cannot control, and Dominica is going to come over with it. It's with Prince, Shoma Prince to Aliyah Prince, who found Proctor. Proctor is going to get the penalty pass. She leaves it for Aliyah Prince. Gets it to Charles. Omi and Charles to Proctor. Back to Charles. Charles is getting a penalty pass. She gets it to Winston. Winston lobs that one over to Xavier. She keeps it in touch. No, well, the umpire is actually saying that it's out of court.
Right, yes.
So it's with Reefer for Antigua, who finds, I make that Thomas, Kizzy Thomas, gets it to Lake, back to Thomas. Thomas looks around and finds a Parks. Parks gets across. She is obstructed, and so we're gonna have Parks getting a penalty pass. Parks with it. She looks around and she gets it over to Patara Davis. Patara Davis trying to get that one to Lake, and definitely the goal defense here this evening for Dominica, who is Shoma Prince, is having an awesome game. Shoma Prince is on top of her game this evening. She's moving quite well. I think it's the best I've seen her move all tournament, Justin.
Yes, you continue to get surprises, and imagine you're coming down to the end of the competition.
Yeah, I meant goalkeeper, okay? I meant goalkeeper.
Yes, and you continue to get these things popping up at you.
Yes, and trust me, she's actually moving. I think, from my estimation, she was probably not fully fit earlier parts of the tournament, because, as I said, this is the best I've seen her move for the entire tournament. And I'm getting some nods here from the Dominican bench, so I'm probably correct in my assessment. Okay?
You're the PE lecturer. Come on.
Well, we don't know everything, but from our experience and from dealing with athletes, probably we can assume certain things as we go along. It's Xavier. Xavier goes up and scores number 43. The scorer is not paying attention to the number, and she has put the 3 back to front, so to speak.
But
Dominica 43, Antigua 36.
You know, Roxel, normally in any broadcast scenario, you're not really that close to the team bench. We are fortunate to be very close to
and it's encouraged. I must say the officials who are from the international body does not have a problem with it.
Great.
Well, guess what? Things changing. Next time we may be up in the stands and having to work, but it's been an awesome opportunity, Justin.
I want to throw this at you because I can't remember us doing an interview with the Dominican team, did we?
Yes, we've done an interview with everybody. We have not left anybody out at all.
But I'm sure this evening we'll have to find the Dominicans to get their views on how things went.
Okay, it's now Bloomfield putting that one out of touch for Antigua. Dominica is going to inbound. Dominica 44, a comfortable 8-goal lead. Justin, at this point?
44-36.
Is it comfortable enough?
Yeah, it is comfortable. Come on.
Okay, it's now with Powell. Powell finds Xavier. Xavier controls, finally goes up and converts. 45-32. 36, that is 45-36. Antigua trying to cut that deficit. It's with Parks. Parks looks across. She is obstructed, and Bloomfield is going to come away with a penalty pass. That's Bloomfield, the wing defense for Antigua. Finds Parks. Parks goes to Lake. Lake back out of the circle to Parks. She is contacted. She gets a penalty pass. Looks and finds Regis, the goal shooter for Antigua, who converts. It's 45-37. 45-37. Powell for Dominica gets it and finds Prince. Prince back to Powell. Powell over to Proctor. Proctor to the goal attack here. Winston finds Charles. Charles bounces that into Xavier, who is trying to get Winston. Wasn't paying attention. Xavier gets it back. Goes out to Powell. Powell to Xavier. Xavier gets it back.
Well, actually, that was to Powell. That was to Powell.
Yes.
And
scores. Yes. So it's 46-37.
I think Xavier could be feeling good inside that this is the final quarter and they're leading.
Definitely, but it's Antigua trying to cut the deficit. Good pass from Davis to that is Lake, and she makes it 38.
And I think you
46-38.
have a new cameraman on the scene to your right.
Yes, I think he was here last evening. Probably not in this area, but I did see him here last evening, and so. We continue to bring you live coverage. Dominica 46, Antigua 38.
We continue to bring people from out of the woodwork.
Definitely, and the crowd is really, really nice. It's pretty close to what we had last evening already. So it's building up really, really lovely as we go into the last game this evening in about I make it about 3 to 4 minutes from now.
Well, hello Caribbean. It is Carnival season in St. Vincent. It is Carnival season in Grenada. There's a show that's called Fatland after this match. It is not the netball event.
But the show Justin will be going to all our listeners. It's Regis. Regis gets it, attempting to get it to Parks there. Intercepted well by the wing defense, who is Proctor for Dominica. But coming away with it would be Antigua. Lake has it. She leaves it for Parks. Parks now position herself, finds Regis with a good pass, and Regis is going to go up and converts. It's 46 Dominica, 40 Antigua and Barbuda. It's with Dominica. Powell. She didn't get a chance to get the center pass off because there was an infringement. Aaliyah Prince bounce passes it to Charles. Charles into the circle to Xavier. Xavier controls, goes up and converts. 47-40. Dominica 47. Antigua 40. Patara Davis to Parks. Antigua on the attack. Gets at the Lake. Back to Parks. Parks with a good pass into Regis. Does well. Excellent! Wonderful! Justin Douglas. That needed to be seen on the camera. I hope our viewers saw that for the second consecutive time this evening. Parks controlled, was off balance. Well, she controlled the ball, but she was off balance. She fell back, and on her way back, she put that one up. She was on the ground. The ball was in the net, and the goal was converted. Wonderful! Wonderful work there by Antigua and the Regis. That is the goal shooter, Justin.
Could we have the replay? Could we have the replay?
I will have to see that replay later on this evening on our Facebook page, because that is a clip that must be taken and used to advertise this competition and netball, Justin.
You know, to be honest, I'm not sure if ECCB has a media person who can put together a documentary or package that would encapsulate what we've had over the week's performance.
Well, that seemed to have spoiled the Antiguan team. They have cut the deficit from 8. Remember, they were behind by 8. It's now 4. It's now 4. 47 Dominica, Antigua and Barbuda 43. We are coming down to the last few minutes of this game, and the teams are going at each other. It's with Reefer. Reefer finds Patara Davis. Davis to Bloomfield.
Roxelle, in front of you, the Williams of the Dominican team. She's not on court, and you can see her there trying to encourage her teammates.
And that's what is supposed to be happening, Justin. Support all the way, and whether you're playing or not, you're there for the long haul. It's with Bloomfield. Bloomfield gets it for Antigua. She has positioned herself. Let's see what happens. And it's now Bloomfield gets it, attempting to get it to Park, intercepted by Dominica. It's against Antigua. It's against now Dominica. There is a lot of noise, as you can see the crowd and the supporters and all the benches getting into it. Parks gets a penalty pass. She gets it to Regis off the rim. Regis converts, and it's 44. Dominica 47. Antigua and Barbuda 44. Antigua center pass. Patara Davis gets it to Lake. It comes off of Dominica to be inbounded by Patara Davis. Patara Davis finds Parks. Parks controls on a second attempt. She is obstructed. Parks for Antigua. The wing attack gets it to Regis. Excellent pass. Regis is contacted. She's going to go up with a penalty shot. She makes it good. 47-45. 47-45. Wow. Dominica center pass. It's with Powell. Powell looks around. She finds Alia Prince. Alia Prince is contacted by Lake.
You know, Roxelle, a guy told me this morning, we kept it on edge.
Well, it's not about what we're doing. It's what's happening on the court. As Dominica is now, Antigua now goes to 46. Dominica 47. Antigua 46. Antigua center pass. It's with Lake. Lake to Patara Davis, who finds Lake in the circle. Mid-range shot. It's good. 47 all. Wow. 47 all. We have come back. Antigua has come back from 8 goals down to tie it all up. 47 all. It's about, I make it about 3 minutes. What do you have, Justin?
Well, I just about that similar situation here, but listen, we are just enjoying the netball.
But it's good netball. It's good netball.
Very, very
47 all. And even the officials for the next game, they are having a look as they stretch, Justin, because the game is so exciting. Hey. But it's Xavier going up with a penalty pass. Makes it 48. Dominica 48. Antigua and Barbuda 47. It's almost done. It's almost done. Center pass. Here we go. Antigua, and it's done. It's over.
It's over.
Oh my word. If this is anything to go by, Justin Douglas, for the start of the last evening of matches, my word. Look at the ride that we were just taking on.
Don't waste any time. Try to find someone from Dominica so that
look at the ride.
Can get their
look at the ride we were just taking on. Dominica 48. Antigua and Barbuda 47.
Let's try get the coach.
No, the coach is not willing. She's not happy. She's not happy with the comeback, so to speak.
Or maybe Xavier. Could we get Xavier?
Let's look. Can we have Xavier? I'm gonna find
very influential on the team.
Can we have a word with you? Is it possible? She's gonna come around.
Yes, that's great. That's great.
She's gonna come around. She's a little tired.
Let her know, Roxanne. Let her know we recognize her as one of the influential person on the team.
Xavier, my name is Roxal John, Nice Radio, BDS Nice, bringing you live coverage in connection with ECCB. We have recognized you all through the tournament as one of the influential aspects or persons in terms of the development of Dominica's netball that we saw during the course of this tournament. What does this win mean to you?
Well, I must say I'm ecstatic because coming to a tournament and not winning one game is a bit demoralizing. So having won this game is like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus.
Xavier, it's been a long tournament, not much rest, back-to-back games, early mornings, late evenings, late nights. It's been really, really hard, but guess what? Antigua and Barbuda and Dominica came and gave it their all this evening. What drove you?
Well, as I said before, we wanted to win a game. It was a must, it was a have to, it was a bound to. And we spoke before the game, we spoke after lunch, we spoke before the game, we spoke on the bus, we spoke at the court. We said that we just couldn't lose that game, and everybody just was of the mindset to win.
Depleted energy levels, injuries. Oh, my word, it must have been a difficult week, but an enjoyable week, I must say.
Oh yes, it was fun because it's a long time that we have not participated in a tournament of that nature, a senior tournament. And today we said that there's no reason to leave behind any energy, to remember any injury. Just give it everything, and at the end of the day, at the end of the evening, we'll just lie down and rest.
Well, DBS is having their newscast just shortly from now. It will be great for them to report that that you have won a game. It's not about winning only. You are now going to be ranked. What does that mean to you?
Oh, that's because we came here to be ranked, and that's the same thing that we've been saying. We cannot leave here and not get a mark, on the board. We want at least one win to our name, and we have achieved that, so we feel very proud of ourselves.
Well, we know that sports in Dominica is a big thing. I know that your supporters, the ministry officials, everybody at the Netball Association will be happy, and I know there are going to be things put in the wheel now for Dominica and netball going forward.
Yes, we're hoping so because we have a lack of facilities and so on, but we're expecting that, participating in this competition is going to give them the impetus that they need to go forward with building a court for us, putting things in place that we need, as players, the support that we need financially, materially. So we're hoping that this is going to help.
Thank you very much, Xavier, from BDS Nice Radio. It's really a pleasure having you here. I hope the ladies enjoy a wonderful evening and very safe and healthy trip back home to Dominica.
Thank you.
There we go, Justin Douglas.
Oh, Roxelle, I'm so pleased with that interview. What a lovely lady she is.
Yeah, and it seems to me she's a family lady. I could feel the love, I could feel the appreciation. Justin Douglas, we have just brought you match number 19. We're getting ready for match number 20.
Yes, the final one.
Yes, and so we're going to take some commercial break. Remember, you're listening to BDS Nice Radio in connection with ECCB Connect as we complete our coverage of the OECS ECCB International Netball Series here at the Arnos Sports Complex, Kingstown, St. Vincent.
CK Graves and Company.